Oh man, oh man, oh man. We have something real special today. Let's get into it. This just came in and it's quite a saga. But when I was at the Maker Syndicate show, there were two knives I really wanted. This one and the Hansen Onyx. And up until the last minute, I was trying to decide which one to get. In fact, I was jumping back and forth between the lines because I was like third in line. Let me get this out of here safely. And there are two knives in here, so we're going to focus on one of them. And then I'll do a separate video for the other one. But up until the last minute, I was trying to figure out, should I get this knife or the other knife? And I honestly, I was going to get this knife first, and then I thought the other knife was going to be on lottery, so I was going to at least have a shot at the other knife, and then the other knife went on first come, first serve. And there it is, number 2204. And let's get into the most important part. One of the very few Damascus variants of the Oz Roosevelt. And wow, what a beauty. So we can read up here really quickly, 61 to 62 HRC, ladder, Nichols Damascus, radial frag milling, all-tie construction. And this one actually has, I think, some blackened, I don't know if it's DLC, I think it's blackened titanium hardware on it. Oh, the action's great. Number 2204. Look at that beauty. I cannot believe it's actually here. Like literally, as this was in the mail after I worked out the deal and everything, I was going, I don't know if this thing's ever going to show up. Is it really possible that I end up with this knife? Oh, there it is. Gosh, that is a thing of beauty. A real thing of beauty. I've only had a couple moments on this channel where I've been kind of at a loss for words. So let me just soak this one in for a minute. Perfect lockup. It's brand new. Oh man. Gosh, that's crazy. That nice little etching on it. You can feel it. Man, they just did a killer job on this. What's really cool is here where you can see the transition between the side of the blade and the swedge. That is freaking awesome. You can see that right there. How cool is that? Wow. What's really neat here also is that one of my friends got 2203, which was the zipper Damascus of the same handle variant. So they did two like this, one in this ladder Damascus and one in a zipper Damascus. And a good friend has the other one. So pretty neat to have a friend that also has that. What else can we talk about here? Let's see. For me, my main carry rosy is a radial dark wash rosy. And gosh, I honestly really love this variant. But I have to say, that is a stunner. That makes this look pretty plain by comparison. Now they're both awesome and beautiful, don't get me wrong, both awesome knives, but man, that thing is just kind of on another level there. But you can see it kind of fits into my aesthetic preference. I really like this kind of dark wash look. And so there were 5, 6, 7, I think 6 Damascus variants available at the show. And this was my first choice, and luckily the other guys that were in the first 5 in line with me all wanted the other ones. So 2 of them got sort of matching, the ones that had like the Damascus pocket clip, I want to say, and backspacer. Those were pretty cool. So 2 guys got those. Those were their first choices. Another 2 folks in the first 5 in line got the 2 Blurple handle variants that had Blurple golf putter, and then they had also a zipper Damascus, and I can't remember what it's called, like a swirl, or I can't remember what it's called. It's slipping my mind. But there's one that has like a circle in the middle, Damascus. I can't remember what it's called, globe or something like that. And then there were these two. My buddy was 12th in line, I think, got the zipper Damascus. So it's kind of interesting. These two like didn't go right in the first top 10 people. A couple of the others got some pretty nice variants of Rosies, but they were, you know, not the super expensive ones like these. These, you know, were table price on this was $1,680, so it wasn't for everyone, right? That's an expensive pocket knife. The really crazy ones that had the Damascus everywhere on the pocket clip and on the back spacer, those were like in the 1900s. So yeah, these were not for everyone, which you know, it kind of made these available. And I don't know what place in line this guy was. He was probably first 20 in line if I were to guess, but he got this one. And what he really wanted was a very rare Utzler duck. He wanted one that had copper accents, and there've been less than 10 made. So just about as rare as this knife is the knife this particular guy wanted. So when I tracked down through other people I had dealt with in the community, I tracked down the person that had landed this and talked to him. Luckily, it turned out he wasn't a scalper. So he sold it to me at table price. You know, he could have totally sold this on the secondary for a nice profit, but you know, I am amongst a group of friends that don't do that stuff, and that really helps in these situations. But he, you know, was looking for this other knife. I gave it to him for my cost. I spent a week and a half looking for it and found it for him and made the trade and paid the cash difference for the knife. And he got what he really wanted, and I got what I really wanted, which is awesome. It's so awesome when that works out. And, you know, that makes it much more fun in the community when everyone's getting what they want and not price gouging each other and being jerks. So how sweet is that? Just so stoked to have this knife, and amazing to get this one and the Hansen. Again, you're probably, if you're like a big Oz Roosevelt fan, you'll probably think I'm crazy for having grabbed this Hansen first, but these are even more rare. There are only a handful ever made like this. This sort of plain hand-rubbed Hansen Onyx. Very, very nice knife also, but not maybe the average, you know, Oz Roosevelt fan would be like, dude, you'd be crazy. You'd want this Damascus Oz Rosie over, you know, a full custom Hansen. They're about the same price. But man, this is, that's like one of my favorite knives in my collection. And this is one of my favorite knives in my collection. Somehow I ended up with both of them, which is just awesome. Again, it really goes back to building the right relationships and doing right by people. And this guy was super thankful that I went and tracked down a knife he's been trying to get for, it sounded like, quite a bit of time. So everyone wins. That's the best situation, is everyone wins. Love it. I think that's all for now. I'm gonna have to just go sit around and look at this for a little bit, because that is a pretty special knife to bring into the collection. It's one of my, I'd say, top 5. These are both of my top 5 knives in my collection right now. So might be number 1 and number 2, frankly. Be hard to think of knives that would beat these two for the number 1 and the number 2 spot in the collection right now. There's some awesome ones, obviously, that any given Sunday might you know, be able to take the spot. Some really nice VC edge interfaces. I have the prototype number 2 brown mini FSD eye. This beautiful SBK Lamia Gen 1, which I think is awesome. The Gareth Bull Knives Shamwari Spiro Sham on washers is fantastic. So there's some really great knives in the collection, but these two, especially with the story on getting them and everything, is pretty freaking cool. So that's it for now. All right, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.